Welcome to the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. I'm here at Finch Farm Fishery. I'm going to be under difficult, duress, hard, stressful conditions. Even owner Mick Delaney says, I don't think you're going to get a catfish today, Graham. The weather's not great. Neither is the plane's flight path. We're near Heathrow Airport, and depending on the wind direction, they obviously send the planes off on the runways, different sections, different runways. So look guys, it's going to be a bit noisy now and then with planes in it. Anyway, I'm going to give you some catfishing tips here. Now, what I like to do when I first turn up, even though it's all against me, I am going for it big time today. It's very, very windy, a little bit of colour in the water. There's no anglers here at the moment, nobody's turned up. But what I want to do is put some scent, some smell in the water. Species like catfish, sturgeon, anything like that, they've got small eyes. Any creature, any predator with small eyes is going to have to rely on other sensory receptors, I'm going to call them, or those feelers or barbels along their chins to locate food. And vibrations, I feel they pick up. Right, so what I'm going to be doing, I just rigged up, sat up here, I'm going to put some bait in there first. The bait's going to be this. Just regular 2mm, the carp anglers use this stuff, just plain 2mm pellets, coarse fish pellets. If you live abroad somewhere like that, say you're in the States, you could use, I use horse feed quite a lot because it's cheap, it's really cheap. Don't buy little bags, plastic bags of stuff with names on, just go and get a bulk bag or something, you know, 10 kilos, like 20, 25 pounds in a go. Buy it that way, or you could even use loaves of bread. Mash it up, and then I'm going to put some fish oil in it. But I put these, because I like to keep them dry, because then I can take them anywhere in a sealed container. I don't know what that one was, maybe an ice cream tub or something like that. It was indeed. Vanilla something or other. So I'm going to tip those into a receptacle. Another bait box in my case, and I'll show you how you damp these special pellets down. And give them a good feed today, boys. It's going to be really tough. I may well blank. If not, if I do blank, at least you'll know how I was fishing, and that still holds good. Right now the wind is absolutely howling. I'm not taking the big camera out there. You won't hear anything once I get outside the shelter of my giant umbrella here. But what I'm basically going to do, ooh, what's that creature? Ooh, it's like a spider. I'm going to damp these, I'm going to fill them up with water, give them 30 seconds, and because this is a maggot container, a maggot box, it's got lots of little breather holes, air, so you can keep your maggots or your worms alive in there. I'm going to tip it upside down, let it strain out. I'm going to put the head cam on, this one, and you'll see what I'm doing. It's pretty self-explanatory anyway, but you don't want them sloppy, you do not want this sloppy. I actually had a couple of beeps on that left hand, well, I didn't know I was doing that, so be aware, I may well knock the camera over, drop this, fall out of the chair and strike that if it goes again. Right, there it's all soaked, I've turned it upside down, I strained the water off, but I'm going to put in, I don't know whether to tell you guys this, some of you will have heard it before. I'm going to put in some of my own specially made raptor oil, okay? DNA of 2 fish, fresh and sea. So it works in fresh and sea. Nobody knows what's in it except me, because I'm the only one that makes it. But wait for this, because it's going to be a tough day and I probably might blank. That stuff, do you know what this is? This is platinum in the world, this is silver, this is gold, all in one jar, in liquid. Yes. Double strength. Look at the colour difference, can you see the colour difference in there? So that's my normal raptor oil, which I believe in the oil world you would say has a viscosity difference. Some of you engineers out there I know. It means that's more watery. And this one is the Bizzo. This is a nice thick one. I'm going to put that inside. Don't drink it, people. It's not for human consumption. It's for fish's consumption, because it is fish. I'm going to put some of that beautiful oil in there. Oh man, I wish I was shark fishing. I wish I was shark fishing with this stuff. Beautiful. A lot of work to refine it down to that quality, that double strength raptor. Oh my God. So why they're not climbing up here and putting themselves in the net. Stir it all up. And then you find your finger dissolves. I'll tell you what will happen. You will never pick your nose with that finger again. Oh. Yeah, that bird does. Go smell it over there. Give this a good 30 seconds soaking. As I say, it can be horse feed, it can be anything. It could be any fish oil, don't get me wrong. You can go in your fishing tackle shop if you want. You get any old fish oil we fancy. Cod liver oil, pilchard oil, I've used it all shark fishing. Mix it all up. Give that another minute or two just to soak up, and I'm going to squeeze it into little balls like this and throw it in the swim. That puts oil in there, and also the little fish can always nibble away at this, and those little fish will draw those predators in through the vibration they give out. So while my ground bait mix, if you like, my oiled double strength ground bait mix is all soaking up there, what bait do I intend using? I intend using two baits. One is a section of this kiddie, almost worth catching on his own. It is fishy smelling. It's called a bluey. This is the large size, you get 3 in a pack here, and I'm going to cut a segment of that if I can ever find my scissors. I'm going to nip off the tail, and that will drop perfectly into my flask of tea. I'm going to use a section about 3 inches, about there. Now you can cut these up into segments there and loose feed them out there as well, but I've got fish oil out there. That raptor oil is way stronger than the fish oil in this. That's purified neat fish oil, so I don't feel I need any more smell other than this for them to pick up. And I'm going to snip that in half with a pair of scissors. Sometimes, you know, I find a pair of scissors actually cuts softer baits better than a knife. Obviously, if I'm sea fishing, I'm using a sharp filleted knife, but you know, scissors most freshwater anglers going to have. But where I've got the bait like that, I'm going to hook it just through the belly once. I'll show you. Now, on a tough day like today the other thing I do is from the tail end, I'm going to snip a little piece up here. That's just meat in there. It's dripping all over my hands, so I have to watch when I eat my sandwiches. And here, look, there's bits of guts and stuff in there. So I'm just going to snip a little bit of that, like that. And that is so that inside there, that juice and smell can also come out. It's a tough day. I'm going to need all the smell help I can get. I just get my barbless hook. Doesn't have to be barbless. Obviously, in other countries, you use barbs. So here in England, we have to use barbless. We've got a barbless hook. I just go through the belly once. Now look, that's fine. That's on the hook. That will catch you nothing because it's buried. The point is way, way down into the meat. You just want to nick it about halfway through the bend of the hook, so that, I don't know if you're going to see that, the point is showing there. Ouch, it's sharp. And then when I get the take, hopefully, I get a hook up. Let's get it out there, and I'll show you the other bait, which is even more fishy and oily than this one. Now then, I've done a bit of sturgeon fishing over in British Columbia on the Fraser River, and some big ones up to 300 pounds. One of the baits they use over there, and I've caught on them so I know, is a section of lamprey. Now, for those who don't know, a lamprey looks sort of like a freshwater eel, you know, you think goes along the bottom. Lamprey's not a very nice person because he is really a parasite, and he suckers onto fish like salmon and God knows what else it can get hold of. There's a circular mouth, and inside the circular mouth some teeth. So it suckers onto you. Well, not me, obviously not me. Let's assume it's me. It suckers onto me. Its teeth then chew away a hole in there, and it eats its way, not right into your body, but it sucks your nutrients out, and obviously a lot of blood. Anyway, if it's a creature, a parasite that feeds on blood, what's going to be in its own body, in its own meat? That's right. Lots and lots of blood. Now I've got some in a packet here. They're not fresh, they were presumably frozen fresh. I've thawed them out. Now compared with that bluey, just look, if you can see that, I'm hoping you can, the amount of blood that's coming out of these as they thaw out is a vampire's delight. I'm not going to give these people a plug, they don't do us any favours. I haven't filled my bank account up with money, so I turn the name the other way. Oh God, this is disgusting. I've actually caught one of these on a rod and line on the Hampshire Raven. They said they can't be caught. I caught one. I think it was £2.2 or £2.4. It was in the angling press. Took a tiny piece of luncheon meat, so I assume it's sucking on it. Look at the blood dripping out of it. Now, if you can see this, guys, it's got a couple of eyes. Its mouth is there. I don't really want to touch it. Do you know what I mean? You don't know where it's been, do you? In there's its circular mouth. I can feel on here horrible teeth in there. I can actually drop back. That's that piece of bluey's just gone out. It looks like it could be a drop back. Gonna have to tighten up. It's one of those weird drop back bites. There's gonna be nothing else that drops back except a catfish. If that slams in a minute, I'm either going to miss it, or I'm probably going to end up eating this thinking it's still a sandwich. Anyway, there is, oh, nice, really nice. It shows you what it's like. I just rested this lamprey on the towel. Oh dear, covered in blood. How do I explain that to the wife? So I'm going to cut a section of this lamprey up. Oh, not a nice thing to do, but they're not nice fish. They deserve to be cut up. Cut up a section of this vampire sausage sandwich thing. God, they're disgusting. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, you look at £300 sturgeon on one of these and you fall in love with them. Same principle, guys. I'm going to hook this one in the belly, I'm going to cast it out, and the other swim that I baited, I'm in 2 swims here, and I'm probably not going to put anything on that. I'm just going to leave the natural blood to come out, and we'll see if we get a bite or anything, any form of take on either of these 2 baits. I've got as much smell in the water as I can possibly get in there. I've got my 2mm pellets with my double strength raptor well out there, already baited up. I've got my piece of bluey out there, which smelled very, very fishy. And I've got my vampire bait, my vampire sandwich of a lamprey with lamprey blood. You cannot dispute that packet is, oh, I nearly gave him an advert. That packet is absolutely full of blood. There we go, 2 baits for you. Now we just sit back, relax and wait. Well, we don't, we cast out first, obviously. Got him on, guys, got him on. Big ass jet coming over, so you're not going to hear much. Digging and digging down deep. Not a big fish. Still got my second rod out, it's a bit naughty, isn't it? Yeah, I bring it in. Howling wind out there. I've got the umbrella. Oh, he's ripping me. I've got the umbrella trying to shelter the microphone here. It's probably going to be horrendous. I don't even know if you guys are going to hear anything. I'm just put that camera back there. It's absolutely howling out here. I sat there with those baits out, fingers crossed, dozing off in the chair, very unlike me. And then beep, 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 off he goes. Might go double figures. Here he comes. Oh, vicious. Big time head shake there. Oh no. Oh, he's going for the rushes. Come on. Oh. Power, they've got some unbelievable power when they turn. Go back the other way. Oh no, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. There's a little tip, guys. Just damp the net, get the net wet before you slide it in the water. It's been dry in the wind. It can be difficult to sink, and you might only get one scoop at a fish like this. He's actually not that small at all. This is a nice fish, this is double figures. Now, I'm going to get the camera out so you can see the fish, but you're probably not going to hear anything except howling wind. I think I'll get Mike to play some really nice music while I check it out. And there we go, guys. A nice catfish. Good scrapper. Still scrapping. And just hooked. So many of the catfish I catch, you know, are just nicked there. Just on the edge of that bone. I just pop him out. Oh, he's gone right through the bone. There's a hook. Even though it's barbless, it's buried in that bone. And just here you can see the tiny little eyes it's got. So not a visual feeder, but you can see these long tendrils there. And underneath it's got some as well. So you've got to hold still. And a big mouth, and this is all ridged along here. So it's got plenty to grip on. And they get that power from the back end there. That power comes from all along the side here. Just along the fin, you can see the length of the fin here. Gives it a lot of its power. It's a nice fish. Not a monster. But he took that bluey. He's going to hold still for the camera. There you go, guys, a nice catfish from Finch Farm. And that was on the bluey. Now we're going to try that lamprey tail I was showing you, and just see if that blood that comes out of the bait actually does turn on one of these guys. Great fish and a great scrap. Let's get it back in the water. Well, I was absolutely delighted to get that catfish for you. Now, will I get one on lamprey? I've absolutely loaded up now with more ground bait and oil. The old raptor oil's gone out there. The wind's still howling. I'm gonna leave these in for a second. Give that maybe 20 minutes or so for that ground bait to work. Get myself a polarising glasses. But although the conditions are horrific, I'm going to see if I can spot a carp anywhere that I can catch, which is like a bonus. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of crust, I'm going to dip it in my raptor oil, give it a go, and we'll see if we can't pick a bonus fish off. Then when I come back, the little fish will be nibbling over that baited up area, and then the catfish are going to pick up on those vibrations. They're going to come in, probably hunting the small fish first, and then they're going to start getting those feelers going, and they're definitely going to smell my baits and my base mix out there. But I feel before the rains come, it's worth a look to see if I can't spot one carp and nail him on the top with my oil. Guys, it's lunker time. Jesus H. I've had an epic battle here. Holy cow. What? I can't even get the rod up. I've got it almost pointed at the fish. A 15-pound line is throwing up absolutely monster swirls. This ain't a small fish. I've whacked up the drag, taking a huge risk in popping it off. Oh no. Come on, mate. Oh, Jesus! This is the kitty. This is the kitty. Oh, man. Get in. This is going to be it. Get in, please. Holy schmoly! You guys have got to see this fish. It's bloody huge. Oh man, this is something else. I'm telling you. Thank God I had heavy line. Thank God. The mat ain't big enough, guys. I've had it on 10 minutes. I'm exhausted. It's just shaking now. My hands don't often shake. This is a big catfish. Oh. I'm laughing. I don't know the life I grew over this, see? Guys, you want to see the size of this one? Couldn't do us a bit of filming, could you? I couldn't do us a bit of filming for me. I've got a real monster. Really good catfish. I bought the scales and got the waistline.
Oh, can't you do them in the net?
No, I tore the last line. Look, hook fell out. I'm still shaking. Got right in the rushes. Oh no, I've lost it. That is a clonker, isn't it?
It is lovely, isn't he?
Oh. Oh, he's got to be 50 pounds, I should think. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's a nice one, mate.
Oh, that is absolutely superb catfish.
That's a lovely, mate.
Absolutely.
That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot.
Fantastic, huge one.
Yeah.
If you bring the camera in close, you can see the size of his mouth there.
Yeah, he's smiling.
He's almost smiling. As big as mine. And that's saying something.
Yeah, he's smiling.
What a crackerjack fish.
Yeah,
that
nice one.
Good part, 5 feet long. There we go. Come on, buddy. Let's get you back. Now, I put my foot down here the other week and I'm in water now. But what a beautiful fish to catch. I consider myself lucky to get it out, but thank God I had 15 pounds line, because at one stage I was actually pointing the rod at the fish trying to get it out the rushes. He buried in the rushes and I was really toast, to be honest. So thank God Mick said use heavy line. I did. They're not bothered by it, and you needed to get fish like this out. Let's get him back.
Well done, sir.
Well, I went and did that carp fishing, threw the bait in like I said, came back straight away. Pulled the bobbin down and it just flew out my hand. Lucky, I'll take luck over skill any day. On again, guys. Just a small section of lamprey, centre section, even smaller this time. It's getting near the end of the day. 7 o'clock and I'm still battling fish. It can't be bad, can it? Not as big as the last one, but they can't all be big, can they? Not a bad fish though. Check this one out. Well, there you go, another catfish, not as big as the last one. The wind's blown up, looks like rain. I've got to pack up soon. 3 catfish, plus I had those bonus carp. The 3 catfish, this one's on a small, tiny segment of lamprey. So it definitely works. Give it a go, guys. Get yourself out there, do some totally awesome fishing yourself. Thanks for watching the show. Hit that subscribe button and share with a friend, because we are getting huge.